bench for weeks at a time. Bob Sanders did not play past the season's opener and was traded at the end of the year, leaving a gap at their safety position. Their defense, which was 25th in the league against the run, will be their main focus in the draft as they look to fill key roles in their secondary, their defensive tackles, and their linebackers.
Nothing left in Studio A but Buffalo Wild Wings and hardcore NFL draft fans. Eugene, let's go to you once again for an Indianapolis Colts fan interview.
Hey man, you know we're having a great time. Now with a Colts fan, what were you looking forward to in this draft?
Well, I was hoping that the Colts would select an offensive tackle. I was hoping for Nate Solder. The Patriots, of course, had to steal him away from us. But, Anthony Costanzo is looking great from Boston College. I'm hoping that we can get him. But any offensive tackle, just improve that offensive line and protect Peyton.
There you have it, guys. Let's see what the pick is.
Some needs for the Indianapolis Colts. They are getting old. Maybe Peyton Manning might need a backup at some point here. Where do you guys think the Colts go with this selection at number 22, Tom?
Well, you mentioned Peyton Manning. They're not going to draft his replacement by any means, but they're going to draft someone to protect him. I think a guy like Anthony Costanzo at left tackle would be a great fit for the Colts here. A couple other guys on the offensive line. They're definitely going to continue to build up that offense and keep Peyton Manning standing upright.
Yeah, I think our poor Colts fan in there will literally have a heart attack if they draft a quarterback in the first round right now. Not going to happen. I agree with Tom. Definitely need to go offensive line. They had the top passing attack in the league last year. Rushing game, not the same. Extremely low when your starters are Joseph Adai and Donald Brown and can't get through the line. You need some help. Defense on the other side, getting a little old in the secondary. Yeah. Bob Sanders is now gone, so you might see them look for a cornerback, maybe a safety, guy like Raheem Moore, but this might be a bit of a stretch. I think
Certainly
they have to go tackle.
There.
Well, so much on the board for the Indianapolis Colts here. So much value and so many great players still out there for the Colts to select at the 22nd spot. We will wait and see what unfolds as draft night rolls on here in Studio B.
You must await your destination. Await your city. Await your fate. This is your moment. This is the NFL Draft.
Some people told us that we didn't have enough energy and spirit on the show. I always thought we did, but I guess not. So we thought it'd be a good idea to bring the Elon Phoenix mascot on the show and give us a little bit of energy. Pump us up.
All right, bud, I'm just going to put this microphone on you. All right, you're going to talk right in there to camera, too. Just going to read the words that come up. Let's see some emotion. All right, you're going to be great. All right, stand by.
Okay, everybody, we're going live in 5, 4, 3, 2, mic, and cue.
Oh, boy.
Workplaces everywhere. And until we get to the hospital, that's it. That's where we are, and that's our workspace.
A big fear for us is darkness and the unknown.
People can be naive to the dangers that their businesses or even their own homes present to emergency services workers.
It's extremely important that we know best we can what we're dealing with. Firefighters are running on an amount of air that is limited, but if we can get through the building quickly, it's going to make our job a lot easier and a lot safer. If you're running a business, do it as safely as you possibly can for the public and for your employees, and then, of course, for the services that may have to respond.
Watching, learning, dreaming. You've seen those who have walked before you, their pride, their jubilation. This is your moment. This is the NFL Draft.
Back to the NFL Draft here in Studio B. The Colts are on the clock and they have made their selection.
With the 22nd pick of the 2011 NFL Draft, the Indianapolis Colts select Anthony Costanzo, offensive tackle, Boston College.
Jubilation abounds in Studio A as Costanzo is the third tackle off the board.
And Joey, and Colt fans have reason to celebrate. Anthony Costanzo was a 4-year starter at Boston College. Huge framed guy, 6'7", 311. He's really going to do a great job protecting that blind side of Peyton Manning. And the things that really stand out about Costanzo and make him special are his great footwork. This guy's really light on his feet, got good lateral movement to push those blockers off the backside of the quarterback. This guy's going to step up there and be a starter for a long time for the Colts.
Indianapolis is extremely strong at the tackle position now. They have Ryan Diem holding down the right side. Now they have a left tackle in Anthony Costanzo. He will not let anyone to Peyton Manning. He plays mean. And I'll tell you, that left side has gotten a lot stronger, which is certainly helpful for the rushing game. I think you're going to see a lot more plays go to that side for Indy. Maybe a lot of screen passes. Costanzo, as you said, pretty quick on his feet. Hopefully will help out the running game because clearly Peyton Manning needs a little help when it comes to the passing game. Great pick for Indy.
And that's what you all were saying. Peyton Manning's getting old, but the solution isn't getting a younger guy.
No, not at all.
It's getting someone who can protect him like a guy like Anthony Costanzo.
Exactly.
We're all Peyton Manning fans here. Let's go to Studio A where we've got the biggest Peyton Manning fan in the building.
Hey guys, we have 2 Colts fans that just saw the pick. What are you thinking right now? Is this what you needed?
Oh, I loved it. I loved it a lot.
Yeah, I think it's going to be great. I can't wait to get to go see them next season. I love going with my family, and it'll just be a great experience.
Yeah, I think Costanzo's really going to protect Peyton. I mean, the line is really what we need to work on, and I'm just glad to get one in there.
And you know how Peyton feels about his protection, man. I really think that they got a smasher in the offensive line today. So, guys, that's what we have for the Colts. They seem kind of happy.
They certainly did, Eugene. A smasher is definitely a good word to describe Anthony Costanzo. Just one less guy that the Philadelphia Eagles could potentially draft at the number 23 spot.
The epitome of the Philadelphia Eagles 2010 season can be summarized in 2 words: Michael Vick. A storied player with a checkered past. Signed to a team with a franchise quarterback in Donovan McNabb and a quarterback of the future in Kevin Kolb. But one trade to Washington and a concussion later, Vick found himself running an NFL offense again under Andy Reid's infamous West Coast system. Surrounded by LaShawn McCoy, Deshaun Jackson, and Jeremy Maclin, Vick thrived and led one of the most athletic offenses in the game. But Philly faltered down the stretch and lost to the Packers in the first round of the 2010 playoffs, marking yet another early postseason exit for Andy Reid's franchise. The Eagles' defense worked to retain their swagger from the Jim Johnson era, but suffered from inconsistent play all season from the back 7. With a porous offensive line, weak secondary, and Vick's endurance in question, can Philly keep up with a strengthening NFC East?
That NFC East is certainly a division to look out for next year. The Philadelphia Eagles, once again, just like the Giants in the East, a very talented team, built partially from the draft in 2007. The pick was Kevin Kolb from Houston, who they drafted up to get. Looks like he may be on his way out with the emergence of Michael Vick. 2008 defensive tackle Trevor Laws with the selection all the way back at number 47. 2009, the speedster from Missouri, Jeremy Maclin, went off the board at 19. And 2010, the defensive end from Michigan, another guy that they traded up to get in Brandon Graham in 2010. Definitely a lot of talent on the board that they drafted back in those past drafts. If we could, let's take one look and see who's best available on Josh Norris's list. Who else is still out there for the Philadelphia Eagles to potentially grab? So you guys see Cameron Jordan, Daquan Bowers, 2 guys you've been talking about all evening long. Defensive ends still on the board. Brooks Reed, that outside linebacker that scouts were allegedly falling in love with, still here at number 23. Stephen Pyatt, Billy, your guy, another defensive tackle. And Justin Houston at number 5. Kurt and Greg, what do you make of the Philadelphia Eagles situation here at number 23?
Eagles, Joey, definitely have a lot of places that they can pick at. Kurt, where are some of their needs that the Eagles need to fill in to try and make a better run to the Super Bowl next